Welcome to the Apprentice, U.S. President Edition, where Donald Trump gets to say his favorite phrase every week, "You're fired." In this week's episode, the tweeter-in-chief fired Secretary of State Rex Tillerson because Tillerson kept acting like a adult, a serious faux pas in the administration of President Manbaby. Trump notified Tillerson by tweeting congratulations for being fired. When Tillerson said he had not been notified of his dismissal until the tweet, Trump said he had called the previous Friday and left a message. When State Department spokesman Steve Goldstein said the department had not received such a message, Trump fired Goldstein too. Ooh, bad move, Steve. Trump justified the firing by saying, the only one who gets to call me a liar is me. Like when I lied to Pretty Boy Trudeau about the trade deficit. Yeah, I said I made it up, but I didn't. It was real because I said it. Because I said it, it was real. And anyone who says differently is fired. Also, FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe was fired with only 26 hours to go before he could retire with a pension because he sent a text calling Trump a menace and a loathsome human, which is clearly wrong, calling President Trump human. Also, swept up in the firing frenzy, Chief Economic Advisor Gary Cohen fired himself because he thought that Trump's new steel and aluminum tariffs were as smart as habanero pepper-flavored Vagisil. Trump is replacing Cohen with Larry Kudlow, who plays an economist on TV. Kudlow has such a bad record of making predictions, he's used as an example by real economists as someone who always gets it wrong. For example, Kudlow said in mid-2008 that everything was hunky-dory, even as the world financial system was melting down. That is great news if you're a fan of Columbo and want your economic predictions to come through the process of elimination. Because if Kudlow says it, it's definitely not true. And in our next episode of the Apprentice U.S. President Edition, who will Trump fire next? Will it be National Security Advisor General H.R. McMaster? Because he keeps telling President Big Button that he can't bomb North Korea. Or will it be Secretary of Veterans Affairs David Shulkin, who is so loved at the VA that he has armed guards outside his office to stop military veterans from showing their appreciation of his excellent leadership in a way approved of by the NRA? Stay tuned for future episodes. Things will really be heating up at the big Whiter House because President Petulant Manchild has finally realized that he is actually in charge. With the disposition of a totalitarian tyrant like Joseph Stalin, Saddam Hussein, or Kim Jong-un, Trump will finally get what he wants. A military parade and a purge of his enemies. And by enemies, we mean anyone who doesn't think President Tweeting Orangutan is the greatest president since George Washington. And in our final episode, we will find out who is the last adult in the administration to stop the 45th and potentially last president from starting a nuclear war. Unless, of course, this show is canceled by the Mueller investigation.